Academy in the house. All right. What about Lawrence Freestyle? Is Winnetonka in the building? How about the Dot? Caught you off guard with that one, right? Why not high school? All right, so give it up for DJ Scheme for keeping it hot while we're getting ready to get this thing cranked up. I'm going to do the drawing. I'll be back in just a second. Tonight, and each individual performance and the group performance will get from our judges a score of 1 to 10. All right? And basically, the team that gets the most scores in the end wins. The top 2 teams will advance then to the semifinal round. Our judges, we have 5 of them. When they score each performance, we drop the highest score and the lowest score. So the average of the remaining scores is what each person will get. But although this is a competition, the competition is really a trick. There's something about the tension of a competition that gets people excited. But we're really more interested in the fact that these young people have a love of poetry and spoken word. We want to nurture that. We've got young people in the building that would never have met had it not been for this space being created for them to create community. So that's what it's really about, right? Yeah, the competition thing is a trick, but really quickly, I want to introduce our judges. We're so grateful that they are helping us out with this event tonight. So we're going to start off with Angel Tucker, who is a young adult librarian at Johnson County Library. Let's give it up for Angel. I should also mention you might want to get with Angel because she publishes a, what is it called? Literary arts magazine for young people, and it's called Elementia. So you want to get with Angel to talk about that. Then we've got Megan Jackson, who agreed to be a judge tonight. She's also a librarian at Johnson County Library. So let's give it up for Megan. Behind us, we've got my man Paul Donovan, who is a math teacher and a lover of poetry. Give it up for Paul. Next to him, we've got Megan Jackson, who is currently attending Rockhurst. She's an English major, so let's hear from Megan. And finally, we've got my dear friend Katie Klein, who is a force in the literary community in Kansas City. She's the director of the Greater Kansas City Writing Project. So give it up for Katie Klein. So judges, here's the thing. Some of you have been here before, some of you haven't. Each performance, just based on your love of poetry and your gut, how well you were inspired, whatever your criteria is, you score that performance on a scale of 1 to 10. The other thing that you need to be aware of is that we've got a great audience here. They're going to be screaming and yelling. You have to be as objective as possible and not let the audience sway the way you score each individual performance. All right, so you guys got it? All right. So, audience, you have a responsibility here too, right? We want to make sure that you're attentive to every young person who comes up here and gives it all that they have. But you are also supposed to yell and scream as loud as you can so that you can sway the judges, all right? So we have a couple of traditions here. As I said, we want to de-emphasize the competition. We definitely want everybody to fight hard, do the best that they can. But so that we remind ourselves that it's not just about the competition. What we say is, it's not about the points. It's about the poetry. Absolutely, you guys are here, right? It's about the poetry. The other thing that you can do as an audience member, because you got to stay on top of these judges, right? So if the judges give a score for a poem that you don't like, what do you tell them? Listen to the poem. All right, so you guys got this. You guys got this. One of the things that I should also mention is right behind me. I'm getting old and I'm not familiar with all the social network platforms. I do not yet know how to tweet, but I'm supposed to tell you to tweet. And so if you tweet, you're tweeting at LTABKC or at KC Workshop, and you want to use the hashtag LTABKC. So if you have a Twitter account, we want to let the Twitterverse know that this is the hottest place to be in Kansas City tonight, all right? So we want you to light it up. You can tweet your favorite verse, that kind of thing. We really want to keep the word, we want to get the word out there. All right, so really quickly, we're going to get the judges calibrated. We're going to give them some practice in terms of how they scored these performances that are coming up. So to get you guys ready as well, let's just pretend that I'm a 16-year-old and I traveled all the way to Kansas City from Lawrence, Kansas. I go to Lawrence, Kansas. I just performed a poem that cost me everything that I have and I left it on the stage. What are you going to do? I hope you do better than that. I just gave you everything I have. What are you going to do? Much better, much better. All right. All right, so we have to help the judges get their practice in. We have to make sure that the poetry guys are in the building, so we have to offer up a sacrifice, a sacrificial poet. It's not an easy job, but tonight we have a young man who's from the Paseo team. His name is Alton Heron, and he's going to come up here and help the judges get their stuff together, all right? So let's have a warm round of applause for Alton Heron.
Silence. Riot the fires. Load your guns and shoot to kill. Shh. Taint his blood. As if we were looked at as we were terrorists in new black, and the only pause for questions is through war. Showing figments of white stars dressed in all blue, walking with America's innocence, but hold for guilty red palms of blind bullets, but this ain't no innocence. Because there ain't no such thing as an innocent killer, because ain't no killer innocent. Shh. More than silenced. Living in a world full of neoclux, you click clack to cock black like cracks in the ground. You smoke black with the crack and watch black go down, but this ain't no innocence. Just a bystanding father watching his gunned down daughter or chasing loose headlocks for jail cameras. I can't breathe, my brother. But the pressure just became harder to breathe. My vocals are starting to wrinkle. I stuttered, I color-stained an eagle. America's trying to silence its people. Hey, Mr. Killer. Ain't all blue. Your name was never famous on the news. And why? Too many questions might get you killed. Death on black. America's new thrill. Pop, pop, down goes Trayvon. Down goes Michael. Down goes Garner. Down goes Tamari. Down goes more caskets filled with black lip baskets. Down goes Panthers. But still in the KK counts is this our revolution.
You guys, you're supposed to score that. That performance, yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10. All right. Another thing that we do, we started this last year just to kind of keep the audience involved in the show as the judges are tabulating their scores. So I'm going to give you a choice between two things, and just by yelling, tell me which one is the favorite, right? So just to kind of get you guys warmed up, do you like plain or peanut M&Ms? Plain or peanut? Peanut! Peanut? Did anyone say plain? All right. Okay, the pretzel kind. I forgot the pretzel kind. My bad. All right. Jess is our bout manager tonight. Let's hear it for Jess Rezak. I forgot to mention, and this is for the young people that are competing tonight, there is a 3-minute time limit There's a 10-second grace period, so 3 minutes, 10 seconds is all good. If you go beyond that, there are going to be point deductions, so be mindful of the time. Jess is going to be keeping the time in. What?
It's a 30-second grace.
Dig that, that's even better. So you have a 30-second grace period. After that, there will be point deductions. All right, awesome. That is why she is devout manager, and she will also be telling us what the scores are for each performance. So,
We have an 8.5, a 9.8, a 9.9, and a 10.
all right. Not bad. You guys are not doing bad. All right. So let's get right into this thing. I'm going to tell you the order for the first round. We will start off with Lincoln, then Wanda, then Minnetonka, and then Orange Free State. So let's keep the applause going for the poet from Lincoln College Preparatory Academy.
Hey guys! My name is Matthew Gear, and the title of my piece is Crimson Dress. I'm sitting on the bar stool, drinking hand staring at blankly at the TV like I actually understand football. And then I see her, or at least I think it's a her. She's wearing makeup, but there's something unsettling about the way it doesn't seem to go with any of her facial features. Her dressing's loosely in the front. It's crimson red, with fake diamonds all down the front. But I can see clearly the red streaks on her forearms, deep, inflicted with a steadier hand than the one that did her eyeliner. She seems strange, almost silly, but there's also something beautiful about her as well, and she's sitting on a stool just beside me. I'm trying not to stare, but as she orders a drink, I'm teetering on the brink of saying, "Hi, tell me your story." We're talking now, it's just chit-chat, nothing too personal. Her name is Leela. And then bam, we're talking about her transsexuality. I always knew I wanted to be a girl, she starts. From age 4, God knows what he's doing. If he had meant for you to be a girl, you would have been one. But you're a boy, and so I believe them. But I always felt like a girl in the wrong suit. I felt damaged, I felt broken, that's what they told me I was. Daddy. All through grade school, through junior high, I felt damaged, I felt tortured, I felt wrong, I just didn't feel like I belonged. When I finally entered high school, I felt like maybe I would have a chance at being understood for who I was. But at times, that too felt like utter BS. Everybody just wanted that gay BFF. I was a token queer transsexual trophy. Nobody loved me for who I was, they only hung out with me because of what I was. Therapist after conservative therapist, each one more biased, more closed-minded than the last. They all told me the same thing. You're so selfish, you're broken. Only Jesus can save you now. And so, as you would have guessed, my depression only got worse, longing the cutting and the self-harm, which, as I can see, you can tell, has stuck to me and haunted me to this day. And as for my parents, they don't love me. If you ask them, they wouldn't tell you they have a daughter. They tell you have a broken son who's suffering from some delusion because he dresses in drag and wants to be a girl. The damage that they did to me, that they inflicted on me just because their minds were so restricted about me, can be compared to nothing else. Just because they could not accept me for who I was, for who I am. At this point, she gets up and leaves. And sooner or later, it's back to sitting on the bar stool with my drink in my hand, staring blankly at the TV like I actually understand football.
What a great way to get the night started. All right, so I'm a stranger to social media, but which is more popular, Twitter or Instagram? the adults figured out, you guys move on to the next thing, don't you? All right. So, Jess, do we have scores? Yes.
We have a 7.
Listen to the ball!
A 7.
Listen to the ball!
A 9. A 9.5.
All right.
And 9.7.
All right. Let's keep the applause going for the poet from Wyandotte, Minnetonka. You are on deck. Keep the applause going until the poet makes it to the mic.
Hey, what's up? My name is Gary Enrique Bradley Lopez, aka Mr. Cornflakes. I attend Wyandotte High School, and I'm part of the Dugout Poets. My poem is called "Where My Black Superheroes At." Go. Let all my black superheroes unite! Crickets? I forgot anything black on a comic book are either the words, the villains, the sidekick, or some scandalous superhero. Now, I'm not into comic books, but the world that we live in is an urban comic book in need to find our black superheroes. What are young black kids supposed to look up to other than the white man superhero? They only look up to rappers like Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz. They look up to ball players like Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Ray Rice, Pop! It's sad, because some of them won't live up to these dreams. We should have had other options, but where are our black superheroes at though? So don't be scared when the black child picks a white doll as a nice doll and the black doll is a bad doll, because there's no inspiration. So where are my black superheroes at though? Is this starting to make sense? Let's stop and frisk. Think, let me explain. So the black children look up to their fathers and the fathers are not there. Black children look up to a black male, which equals black superhero. What do you call a black superhero that don't look good? This ain't nothing new. They look like a straight up fool. Oh my gosh. So what's my point? Where are my black superheroes at though? Statistics. 54% of black superheroes graduate high school. Black male students are 2.5 times more likely to get suspended. Black males make up 5.5% of college students, but where are they at though? Because we have no black superheroes that are out there inspiring the young children. Black superheroes are decreasing, they are leaving. 215,273 homicides, 77% black superheroes, 80% get killed by a black superhero, a villain. 24 million fatherless black families, 40% do not see their black fathers, and 2.3 incarcerated in the U.S. of black America. You're a black superhero. More black men are enslaved in the 1850s, but they're more in jail today. Black superheroes are leaving, black superheroes are dying, black superheroes incarcerated, black superheroes decreasing, black superhero extinction, but where are my black superheroes at though? Now I'm tired of seeing the mama be the daddy in the relationship, and because we don't have black superheroes does not mean that we do not have the material to have them, because I know there's some of them out there. Where are my Martin Luther Kings at? Where are my Malcolm X's at? Where are my Barack Obama's at? Where are my black Jesuses at? Because I know you're out there. I don't lose hope. I see some of you guys in this room right now. They just wandering around not knowing that it is a calling to be a black superhero. So that means just because black superheroes are dying, keep having babies, multiplying, leaving mamas crying, locked up in jail cells, no child support lying, that we have no black superhero material. We shall use it. Let us all connect to find inspiration for our black kids. Fix their minds. But let our comic books come together for the black superheroes can pick the right doll, not always the white doll. So where are my black superheroes at though? Let our comics book come together. I said this once and I say it again. Where are our black superheroes at though? Let our black superheroes unite. Let our black superheroes unite. Let our black superheroes unite. Thank you.
Good job. But she's Winnetonka, she just came up here, she is so geek, I haven't even called Winnetonka yet. It's alright. I was like, oh, this is walking towards me, what did I do wrong, what's happening? Anyway, it's all good. You know you talk when you can read the poem and just drop the pages on the stage, right? Like that was great stuff. Jesse, we have scores yet. All right.
We have an 8.4. An 8.5. A 9.1. A 9.3. And a 9.6.
All right. Not too bad. Let's hear it now for the poet from Minnetonka.
Hi, I'm Danielle Dodd. I'm from Minnetonka High School, and this is the space between first name and last. When an upperclassman turns and looks down at you because they're older and also you're short and says, "Hey, aren't you Madison Dodd's sister?" you just nod and move along. The question and answer becomes ingrained. In 6th grade it was, "Yeah, what do you think of her?" In 7th grade it was, "Does it really matter?" In 8th grade it was, "Yeah, so." As a freshman, it's the facade of a smile with a sweet request not to let it interfere, because you get tired of answering the same question over and 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 over. And partly because they pretend to know who Madison Dodd is. They think she's the girl with the brightest smile, the star of the theater department, all district choir alto, graduating with honors, the one colleges have always wanted. That's the enigma of her, a shell to be used and discarded like the makeup so few see her without. That's who she is, but that's not who she is. Madison Dodd is the girl who wakes up at noon with hair so tangled you expect a bird to glide out, who tries to make breakfast for the entire family and ends up putting salsa in scrambled eggs while they're cooking. She has the soft hands that jerk your hair back and forth, braiding, weaving. Her voice makes up for her harshness. The actor's voice sounds from her hollow throat that sings of songs for the future. Madison Dodd is the need to cry because there's no point in even breathing if you know everyone is waiting for you to be like her. And that's something I never want to do. She is faith, the type that leaves you sitting in a grass field trying to feel or find God, not because you particularly care for him, but because she has asked you to. Madison Dodd is her singing 30 minutes after the shower's been shut off, hitting wrong notes, yelling, "Shit!" then starting the whole song over again. She's tangled yarn, connections stretching, knitting, fingers and needles and yarn twisted, like the life she and I lead. She has stolen clothes, forbidden cotton keeping you warm, cardigans, scarves, sandals, all that make you feel protected. She's closing nights, and the actor's voice in arms holding you tight, whispering, "I love you," and having that privilege of saying too. Madison Dodd is a mother and a daughter. She pulls you in with a soothing word, a comforting knowledge of what is right, and still must be pulled back from jumping that proverbial cliff. She is the sensation of being saved from jumping off that actual cliff. She is the hands around your back as you tell her everything, and the sweet voice in your arms in your ears that tell you not to swallow those pills. Madison Dodd is the sound of children screaming, wishing, playing, dreaming, wanting nothing more than to grow up, then when you are grown, wanting nothing more than to grow up with her again.
X-Men or the Avengers? X-Men or the Avengers? Alright, I think X-Men won now. I'm not exactly sure. At least the X-Men crew was a lot more attentive than the Avengers crew. Alright, do we have scores, Jeff? Alright, let's listen to the scores, guys.
We have an 8.
Listen to the call!
9, a 9, a 9, and a 9.4.
All right. So let's keep the applause going for the poet from Lawrence Free State. Keep the applause going until we make it to the night.
Maurice from Lawrence Free State. The poem I'm gonna say is, what's up, Dad? What's up, Dad? Something I wish I could say. What's up, Dad? Words that have never left my mouth. But even though my mind is filled with doubt, my heart one day hopes I can say, what's up, Dad? I'm in high school now. Should I hang out with the nerds that read books and talk like this? Hang out with the thugs that smoke weed and walk like this? I mean, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. Because when I got a question, I want to talk to you, but you have reached the voicemail box up. It's what I hear when I call. So I'm going to pick myself up because you ain't near when I fall. Running from a fight because you didn't teach me how to fight. And I got common sense, but you didn't teach me what was right. So I get infuriated. With excruciating pain, I feel belittled. But every time that phone rings, I hope it's you. So I can say, what's up, Dad? Can you teach me how to drive? How to talk to a woman? How to tie a tie? How to grip a football to make it throw a perfect spiral? And let me know that when I need something that's short enough, I should dial. But you know, I hate you, Dad. I don't hate you. I hate the fact I look up to other men, but they just ain't you, Dad. So I'm left in the house all sad, watching kids outside playing catch with their dad, or at the park walking the dog playing fetch with their dad. It's like they took the happiness and I'm just left with the sad. Wish I could go back in time, I would have left with you, Dad. But I come back to reality. My mother stayed mad at me, because she can't stand to see the characteristics of my dad in me. So I do my best to try to act like the man in me. Me expecting you to come, knowing you wouldn't, is doing the same thing, expecting different results, so I could guilty of sending it to you. But through it all, it was my grandmother, my nana I could call on. In 2007, she had a stroke that paralyzed her right side, and she used her left side for me to fall on. She made sure I ate even if she didn't eat. She made sure I slept even if she didn't sleep. She made sure I grew strong even if it left her weak. She made sure my tears were caught even if she weak. So what's up, Nana? Something I'm blessed to say. Nana, I'd be nothing without you. Words have always left my mouth. But even though my mind is filled with doubt, my heart one day hopes I can say, what's up, Dad?
That brings us to the end of the first round. Everybody doing all right? All right. Any hip-hop lovers in the building? All right. So really quickly, we had a lyricist workshop last night. It was facilitated by MC Reach, a hip-hop artist who's amazing. Wanted you guys to know, if you didn't, that we will have an MC Olympics competition for any MC in the building. It'll take place on Thursday, March the 26th at the Beggars Table. There's information concerning the rules and all of that good stuff on the LTAB KC website. We really want to start another tradition. We have been having so much success with Louder Than a Bomb, but there's always been this relationship between spoken word and hip hop. We want to nurture that, cultivate it, and really kind of embrace this next generation of MCs. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. We're going to keep it moving now. Jess, do you have the scores? All right.
A 9.5. Yeah. 9.8. Yeah. 9.9.
All right. So we're moving into round two now. We're going to start off with the poet from Wyandotte, Minnetonka. You are on deck. Let's hear it for the poet from the dot. It's a good workout to see people keep clapping until the poet gets to the mic.
My name is Jacob. I'm a senior at Wyandotte, and this is an ode to fucked up America. Sorry, Mom. My Canon camera knows no color. It's the film we put inside. Don't ask me why, but I prefer to see the United States of America in black and white. What I really want to do is stop at a diner, open the door. The hostess will ask me, smoking or non-smoking? I will reply with, smoking, please. I will walk past the old folks who have chosen a similar destiny, hopelessly. Hopefully, someone will notice me writing poetry. The diner will be dim and dirty, but I won't complain. because it was cosmically enticing for me, kind of like traveling, dabbling in diners on Saturday nights. My friend wrote on a napkin, "I hope you have a good trip," when extraterrestrial acid invades downtown veins because the psychedelic haphazards confuse eggs, bacon, and cheese with happiness. But meals are subjective. They say it's the aesthetic of the American flag. They say it's something about the era of the 60s and 70s, and their high won't go down for a few more hours, so let's talk. As part of my travels across the USA, in black and white of course, the doors of reception started opening and closing right in my face. Squeaking open, slamming shut, down a long, endless, cheap hotel hallway. We will be invited. Come into this room. See the US a bit differently. The little white chapel that the country was built upon. The hymns that the children were learning in the basement. Liar, liar, hell's on fire. Jesus was crucified on a telephone wire. They sing as loud as they can to cover up the bloody massacres of the Native Americans happening upstairs. The Statue of Liberty is weeping. Acid is dripping from her eyes. She is saying, "Give me back to France," because she saw all the blood splattered on the American flag. 50 stars, 50 shots, 13 stripes, 13 knives. Knife. Yes, can I have a knife to slice my food? And more Coke, please. American dreams are sold on the corner like hot dogs in the summer. Filthy street meat. People always ask me, "Jacob, how can you have so many dreams with your lack of sleep? What's the difference between an American dream and a nightmare? What makes an American dream so clean? At this hour, the diner is only full of people with broken dreams. Mexican, Chinese, German, French, Colombian dreams. Faded glory, bleached up beauty queens. Single mothers and their hungry families. A little box known as the TV told them to come to America. Here we have everything you need, and I'm sorry on his behalf. Now they won't even look me in the eyes anymore. They only get lost in the eye on the back of the American dollar bill. This relationship is toxic, but I still love her. You ask me why I love her? Give me time, John Wayne and I will explain. Have you seen a Kansas sunset or an Arizona rain? In the Rockies way up high, even higher we have to be to appreciate the beauty. Or do you bow your head at Gettysburg at our struggles to be free? And I tell you, during this ode to this messed up, beautiful country, we are like a match made in purgatory. And as nomadic as we may be, we are only lost because we are free. We are only lost because we are free.
Alright, so I said it was some hip hop heads in the house. Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole? Alright. I think J. Cole won that one. I don't know. I wasn't even close. Alright. So, judges, or sorry, Jess, do we have the scores from the judges? Alright.
An 8.9, a 9.2, a 9.2, and a 10.
Alright. Let's keep the applause going for the poet for winning. Compound Warrant, Free State, you are on deck. Let's keep it going.
Hi, my name is Lillian Juma from Minnetonka High School, and this is a message from Africa. Your accent was thick. Now the replica's a foreigner. Your hair uncontrollable, big and curly. Now average, straight, not a stray, not in place. Your skin matched the night. Now in unnatural yellow. Why do my children reject me? I gave them beauty found nowhere else. Every look individual, not one was the exact same. My men were easily accepted, tall, dark, and handsome. Yet my girls, tall, dark, and there was nothing else to say. Who lied to you? Who Who told you your natural beauty wasn't enough? Don't you know why your country is covered in blood? When the foreigners came, they left a stain. Somehow they fabricate an idea that your color equals your worth. It's the story of how colorism started wars. Daughter against mother, father against son. The white man only had to watch as families tore each other apart. After a while, your goal is to become as white as possible. Now that's easy, but to be created black is a birthright, so hold your head up to the sky where you come from, a place where the whole world will end at peace. Now I've been given a bad name, but no one has done much to change. Everyone seems so ashamed to claim my roots, for I embody the worst of all human nature. The lust, the greed, the blood, the need to conquer everything and steal from the weak. They stole you for your strength. Only you can handle their disease. They killed for your enslavement and freedom you deserve to be fought for. And when their men had needs, staring at you made them lose all self-control. When children come home, only few can say that they truly came from me. You can't hide and deceive. The pigment of your skin marks you as my own. As long as blood is thicker than water, or as thick as thieves and sepulchre, don't you dare turn your back on me. I gave you all you could ever need. Skin so thick, you're a new type of bulletproof, spirit of a warrior, pride of a lion, a history so rich the whole world knows about you. I intercepted every single one of their textbooks. They can't forgive me. They won't. But if I really discuss you, then fuck you. Excuse my French, but they occupy me too. Don't you understand that while you managed to escape, brothers and sisters you left behind are still hanging. You're crying, I'm so sick of taking charity. Why can't my siblings come and help me? Are we family? So if you see a sad commercial, go ahead and try to deny me too. It's okay. I'm a mother, so I'm used to wiping tears, but keep in mind that when the Americans try to rebuke you like they did their natives, where will you go since I'm not your home? Who will you be since you're not for me? Well, I don't care. Go on and play your games. You don't deserve to share the name of an African anyway.
Hi guys, my name is Aaliyah and I'm from Lincoln, and the title of my piece is Bundles. Being chained head first, feet last, I realized how knee-deep I was into everyone else's dreams. Height does not determine age, as to hair length does not determine beauty. Height does not determine age, as to hair length does not determine beauty. Chains are softer than you think, longer than you expect, and stronger than two minds put together, because they are capable of manipulating mindsets into believing that a haircut is a transformation from Mona Lisa to Moan, from extravagantly breathtaking to heavily ungrateful. Taking for granted the chains I wore, head first, feet last. Lucidly I dreamt, lucidly I walked into all kinds of prepositional mindsets and frames, in, into, and within myself I knew, no. I now know that my hair is no longer the reason why I am beautiful, meaning I am alluring, I am lovely, I am charming, I am beautiful, I am glamorous, and I am magnificently now bald. Little top hair, meaning I am not stark, I am not plain, I am not embellished, I am not beautiful, I am not outspoken. But being chained head first, feet last, I realized how fluently I spoke the words freedom, a language derived from insecurities and founded by beauty. It rose sweetly off the bridge of lips like a bead of sweat. It is a savory metallic taste. It is nostalgic that I will never forget, because I have worked long and hard to slip free of these ebony slicked grease chains. So when you ask me, yo Aaliyah, do you ever miss your hair? I'll say, hell no, I do not miss that. Not deep-rooted, winded, twisted, opinionated chains that hung from my scalp, that held me to traditions that I had no part in making. A woman who cuts her hair is about to change her life. How is that possibly mistaken for a lesbian whore, a boy inside of a girl's body, or an ungrateful child? But a woman who buys bundles on bundles on bundles will be stuck wondering why that's her only form of self-pride. When you approach me and you say, you know what, why did you cut off all of your long, beautiful hair, girl? I'll say, you know what, guys, to be honest with you, I really just wanted to finally meet the real me. Thank you.